Tomorrow, I've got to take Trailbreaker to the dealership for some unexpected maintenance. So in our last video, we installed the Rough Country exhaust kit on Trailbreaker, my 2019 Chevy Silverado. And while we were under the truck, we noticed something that not real sure we're happy about. This right here is where the drive shaft meets the rear end that houses the differential. Up here is where the front pinion is on the rear end, and it looks like our pinion seal is leaking. There's some liquid under here that is a little concerning, and when we were under here working on the truck, it was kind of running like all the way back here. It had pulled a little bit kind of under the rear end. I don't know if you can tell in the video. I think you can, but it's shinier right here than it is anywhere else because that's where the fluid was sitting. We got it wiped off and everything now, so I can't really like show you specifically the liquid pulling on it, but yeah, so I gotta take that to the dealership tomorrow. Obviously, with all the moving parts in a rear end, you don't want the fluid to be leaking out, because if it doesn't have the lubrication that it needs, you're going to have grinding, you're going to have issues, and just problems in general. So there's no real kind of wetness under the rear end today while I'm recording this part of the video, while we were just on the truck looking at it. So maybe it was just a fluke or something, I don't know, but I am going to take it to the dealership tomorrow. I've got an appointment to drop it off, get it looked at. I'm on my way to the GMC dealership to drop the truck off and have it checked. I am going to have to talk to one of their service managers when I get there. Maybe not the manager. It's one of the people at the counter that does the paperwork, you pay and everything or whatever. When I called to set up the appointment, the lady that I talked to said that it would be $170 to look at the rear end and see if it's leaking, and then additional costs on top of that for any type of repair that needs to be done. The problem I have with that is my truck is still under warranty. I haven't even gotten out of the bumper to bumper warranty limit yet. If you look here on the dash, you can see I'm not even at 34,000 miles yet. The bumper to bumper warranty is 3-year, 34,000 miles. I've had the truck for 2.5 years, so I haven't hit either of those marks. And the powertrain warranty, which includes the differential and rear end, is 5 years, 60,000 miles. So I definitely haven't hit that yet. So when I get there, we'll have to talk to them, see what they say about the warranty. I don't see there really being an issue with it being covered if there is something wrong with the truck, so that shouldn't be a problem. The only thing that might be a concern as far as something that has to be paid is if there's not something wrong with the truck and they spend the time taking the rear end apart and looking at everything and putting it back together. I guess I could see me having to pay for that if there's not something wrong with the truck, but we'll just have to see and see what happens. But I'm almost to the dealership, so I'm gonna go in, get this dropped off, and we'll see if there's something wrong with the truck. I just picked the truck up from the service station. There is an issue with the pinion seal in the rear end. It is leaking. Unfortunately, they did not have one in stock to get it fixed right now. So I'm gonna have to bring the truck back next week. But they did say that it will be safe to drive in the meantime. They refilled the rear end with fluid to make sure it was full. And I just gotta bring it back next week. I'll probably drop it off on a Monday. I'm gonna be going out of town for work after that. So they'll have it for a few days. I won't have to worry about anything I won't have to worry about if it has to stay any extra time or anything, because I'll be out of town anyway. So should be able to pick it up when I get back from my work conference next week, and should be good to go and fixed. And they did say that it will be covered under the warranty, so won't be any cost to me. That is good news. I expected it, but I wanted to confirm after what they told me on the phone. So got that confirmed. They did find the issue, as I said. They'll get it fixed next week, and that'll be good to go. I'm not sure if the pinion seal is going to be like a chronic General Motors issue, but if you have to be under your truck at any time in the near future, might want to just kind of take a peek at the rear end, give it a little swipe with the finger, see if there's any fluid or anything under there, and get it checked out. Other than that, hope you all maybe got something out of this video or enjoyed watching it. I know there wasn't a lot of fancy stuff going on in this one, but never hurts to hear about issues that someone might be having with a vehicle that you might own, just to give you a heads up in case you need to get something checked. So I just thought I'd do a video on it. But thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is Southpaw Garage, signing out.